Well, today we're going to read chapter 4. This is the second time we've tried to do this. We had a glitch. I'll read through part of this. I won't read the whole chapter. Probably the most important verse in here is, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as so some strange thing happened unto you. Now, if you've noticed that some of my Facebook devotionals have been cut off, it's just because Facebook is cutting them off in the middle of my devotional. I don't know if they're trying to censor me or what. There's 5 chapters in 1 Peter. We'll finish the last chapter tomorrow, but this chapter has to do with suffering again. And he says in verse 12, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. I've taken great comfort in that verse down through the years. Rejoice insomuch as ye are partakers of Christ's sufferings. Also, if ye be reproached for the name of Christ, happy are you. For the Spirit of glory and God resteth upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. If any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify God on this behalf. So anyway, I'll turn this over to Mark and have him read this entire chapter. I hope you have a good evening today, and we'll attempt to, God being in the matter, conclude this the book of 1 Peter tomorrow. This looks like it's recording now, so I'll turn this over to Mark.
First chapter, chapter 4. For as much as in Christ have suffered us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to lust of men, the will of God. The time past of our life may suffice us to brought the will of the Gentiles. We walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revellings, banquetings, and such like. Wherein I think it is strange that ye run not with him the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you, who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead, as appearing for this cause with the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to God in the Spirit. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober, and watch unto prayer. And above all things have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. Use hospitality to one another without grudging, as every man hath received the gift, even so minister the same one to one another, as good stewards of the manifold grace of God. If any man speak, let him speak as oracles of God. If any man minister, let him do as the ability which God giveth, that God in all things may be glorified through Jesus Christ, to whom be praise, dominion forever and ever. Amen. Beloved, think it not strange concerning fiery trial which is to try you, as some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Christ's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. If ye be reproached for the name of Christ, happy are ye. Spirit of glory and of God rest upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. Let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters. Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify God on his behalf. Time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God? If the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of God commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing as unto faithful Creator.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Hope you all have a good evening.